So welcome everybody to my channel. We're at Canning Park and we're actually in the woods today, and the subject is language of love. I've made a lovely grid here which I'll show you. It's right just here, and I'll show you the location, what part of the woods we're in, and it's just really about the light language, how I managed to start speaking light language. It was quite a long time ago, probably over 10 years ago, because when I started speaking light language, it was called um, speaking in tongues. That's it, speaking in tongues. So I managed to speak in tongues after I had an activation, um, head down, top down, they call it activation, Kundalini activation, and then I started speaking in tongues. And that was after I was reading the Bible, and it was the verse was about Mary, how she was blessed. She was speaking to Elizabeth because Elizabeth was pregnant also, and then I think Elizabeth said to her, "You're blessed amongst women," and that's when I got the activation. So so that's when I started speaking in tongues, and then um, I got into the New Age and realised it was light language. Then I left the New Age, went back to the um, reading the Bible, and then I had a root Kundalini awakening from that was in 2016, and that just crushed all my programming and made me balance. So I think it was necessary to have the journey on both sides as a Christian, being brought up as a Christian. But I was brought up as a Christian, but the second time when I had the awakening after reading the Bible, the second time was when I actually read the Bible myself. So I was digging deep. So yeah, that's so really it's like, I mean, it's called different things in different parts of the world, but it's the language of love, language of light, speaking in tongues. You can pray in tongues as well, which I do quite often. Especially with this, sometimes I'm woken up in the middle of the night. Like last night, I was woken up in the middle of the night by spirit to start praying. I mean, it could be for anyone around the world. It could be something in my family, something that's about to happen. So it just spontaneously speak in tongues. But I would like to do it a bit more regular, and it's something that we all can do. It doesn't have to make sense. It can just be like noises. Mine develops over the years. Good time to do it is when you're driving the car, because you're not listening to the and judging what's coming out of your mouth. So that's the best time. I've had some great sessions driving in the car, and all sorts come out. There's sounds like different languages from all over the world. Sometimes it sounds like crying. So I'm wondering if it's like a channeling of other people's prayers. So it's and it does move mountains. If you've got like a problem, you can always pray about it. If someone's sick, so it's always good to pray. It doesn't have to be speaking in tongues, but if that's something that you wish to have, you can ask for it. I mean, I wasn't very comfortable with light language or speaking in tongues. That's why I do quite regular. I do take the volume down because I feel like it's personal and private between me and God and the divine. But sometimes spirit nudges me to speak it out loud, and that's it basically. So the grid that I've made is to go hand in hand with the language of love, light language. You can. It's useful for. It's got a lot of power in because it's the Holy Spirit, or Chi, or whatever you call it. All over the world, it's got different names, Kundalini, whatever. So it's from the divine. So when I'm doing my grid work, quite often on the area, I'm guided to do some light language because it's got codes in and it activates the area, positive energies. So there we have it. So I'll just show you this grid and the location, and then we'll do some light language or language of love. I've got the ancient stones. I really like this deck. It works well with my grid work. So let's see what message we've got today. Alignment. That's absolutely fab. I like the sacred geometry, and it looks like a grid there. So it says it's coming together with precision. Love it. Let's just have a quick look. It's a bit dark, so I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see so well. Yeah, oh, it's very blurry, so because it's so dark. So it says, I embrace all that I've created. I welcome flow, success, and ease. Lovely. I think that's Metatron's. That's on the Metatron symbol. Wonderful. Right, this is the location. We've got the grid at the bottom of the tree. So I think this is an energy spot here in the middle because the tree is going a bit the circular. Circular session. So the energies builds up in the middle in this particular place. So here is a grid. Language of love grid. It looks like a flower. So we've got some lovely wild roses. And because we're working with love, we've got the rose quartz today. Rose quartz is for unconditional love. And also got some orange crystals, sunset aura, tangerine aura. Got red jasper. And that's it. So orange crystals associated with the sacral chakra. That's where all our feelings are, emotions, passion, central emotions. Wonderful. And also got the copper rod. So that's the grid. This grid. is activated with love. So we're going to do some light language. I'm a lot more comfortable with doing the hand symbols. It seems to flow more, but when it's the speaking language, it's always listen and judge it. So anyway, here we go. Niki imahatu oku e hatoshkia. Niki mo ot ia mahata. Niki e mahata umo ot I ea. Ni ish kuti imahata okuk. Niki imahata a rukuti imahata. Nuku omohoshkia. Tiki imahata akukuki. Niki imahata aku otu I. Niki motu. Nakatosh kiki amahata omohukuki ea. Niki umohoshkia. Na amo oti e amahata urukuki kia maato to ushkia. Niki mo okuki e mahatata at oku ike maha. E mahata to ush mehia amahatata akato to okuki e. Niki mo okuki e hama. Notre ishki kia amohoti ehe. Ni maha at oku omhat. To ush. Niki e mahata omo oti iki e maata. Nuku omo ushki e mahata. Opening up the throat. Niki e mahata. Ama osh kiki imahata umo okuki ia. Ata ama atu umo ushia mahata. Akato umo uki ia. Niki ama atu uki ia mahato okuki ia mahato. Niki otu ush. Niki ama uti ia mahato to uku. Niki ama ata akure hea mahato o uki ia hat. Otu ish tiki e mahata akuki ia ma otu e. Ni ish o otu to o ahamahata o. Big spider. Won't go. Tiki uma oia hata. He likes the light language. Tiki ia mahata o kuki ia. Tuku o moki ite iat. Ore ik amahata oku. Likita atu osh I amahata kuk. Niki ima oki e hama atu to umoshia ta. Tiki ima hoku oki. Niki ima hot e. Rahama hatu ukut e. Tiki imushki ki kia amaha atu umo oti e. Utut ishki e mahata. Oki ki e. Ama otutu o it amahata oku uma ehe. Amahoto ashkut e mahata to umo okutut. Niki imahata ukti. Rikita amahata to uk. Rikita imahata to uk. Niki mo oti ishkita atu uk ek. Riki mahata atata atu oya hata to uk. Nehe maha atu uk mo oya ha. Umo hashkutu to ehe mahata. U e. Amaho e soruki eta amaharuki imahotu to ushki imaha. Atuto ok e amahat oku e hata osh niki imaha amaho oti e nihim amaha atu o umushi e ne e hata oku ki e amahata atu oku ki imahata to osh ki e maha niki imahata oku ok niki e niki ima o ya hamaha nuki ima anu homo oshi maha Nuko umehia amaha amaha soya amaha niki mo ope hiama niki ma op niki maha umahia amahoto o. This grid is activated with love.